everyone, this is Sanjana and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be starting with a new topic, logical reasoning. And today we are going to cover the topic named coding decoding. I'm very sure everyone of you must have come across the name coding decoding, and some of you must be wondering what exactly it is, or some of you must have come across it and might have faced difficulties in solving the problems. So today let us understand what is coding decoding, how to solve the problems, what are the concepts behind it, and try solving some questions. So let's get started. First of all, coming to the name coding decoding, what exactly does coding and decoding mean? It lies in the name itself. Coding, it is a method of conveying some piece of information in some other code language or some particular language other than the general language which we use. For example, if you are standing amongst four persons and you want to convey a piece of information to a particular person amongst those four people, how would you do that? You would obviously do that by talking in some code language so that it's not understood by the remaining three, right? That is what is meant by code. So here also it means the same, conveying a piece of information in some other language rather than the general language. Decoding is something where you decode the code, that is, you extract the real meaning of the code and bring it in its original form. That is meant by coding. Now there are several forms of coding decoding, like letter coding, direct letter coding, number coding, and many stuffs. So letter coding is something where a letter of the word is replaced by some particular letter according to some pattern. So that is meant by letter coding. And so direct letter coding and number coding also are such simple types of coding, and you can get it from the PDF. Now let's get started with the questions and try solving them. They are very basic ones. Wherever it's going to be tough, we will first understand the topic, what concept it is based on, and then try solving them. Let's get started. Now the first question. In a certain code language, Shark is written as LBFMG and mobile is written as TNRSPJ. Now they have asked us to write blame in the same code language. Now if we observe what they have given us the word Stark. It is coded as LBFMG, and the word mobile is coded as TNRSPJ. Now this is known as letter coding. Here a letter of the word is coded to some other letter according to some pattern which you don't know, right? Now we need to understand what exactly they are doing, what is the information given to us, try to understand the technique they have used there, and then try solving what they have asked us. Now we have noted down whatever they have given to us, and letter by letter coding we have done. Whatever codes they have given for that particular letter, we have written them down. Now they have asked us to write blame, code for blame. Now if we look at the information given to us, from that we can see that B is coded to R, right? So we will write R because there is no, you can check that there is no other B here. T is coded to B, but B is coded to only one particular letter, so B is coded to R. Done. L here again is coded to P. You can check if L is coded to any other letter, but there is no other letter, so it's P. A is coded to F. M is coded to T, and E is coded to J. So the answer for the code for blame would be RPFTJ. RPFTJ, which is option number B. So the right answer is option B. Coming to the second question, in a certain code language, picture is written as QHDSBQF and browser, how will you write browser in the same code language? So again, they have given us picture, PICTURE. P is Q, I is H, C is D, S, V, Q, F. Okay, this is a piece of information they have given to us. Now they have asked us to find out for browser. If we observe the words that are codes that are given for them carefully, we observe that they are either the just preceding letter or the just succeeding letter of the given word. Now if you observe, P is coded to the next letter, the succeeding letter. I is coded to H, which is the preceding letter. C is to the succeeding letter. T is to the preceding letter. So if we move on in the same sense and try to answer for browser, it would be B would go for C, R would go to the preceding letter, which is Q. O would go to the succeeding letter, which is P. W would go to V. S would go to T. E would go to D, and R would go to S. So for the browser, the code would be CQPVTDS. So the CQPVTDS. So this is again option number B. So the answer is option B. Coming to the third question. Now they have asked us, okay, they have given us some instructions. Let us read what they are. In a certain code language, some statements are coded as follows. Scratch yawning, islet hunting is coded as something. Use shadow inquiry resort is coded as again something. Reasons dash gray is coded as something. Cleared innovative heaven goods is coded as something. So here let me tell you this concept that here if there are odd number of letters, if there are odd number of letters in a word, then you have to the number would be the total number of letters minus 3. Suppose you have a word place, it is a 5-letter word, which is an odd number. Then what would you do? You would write total is 5. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Okay, that is the manner you do it. And for even number of letters in a word, it would be total number of letters plus 4. For example, if your word is blue, it has 4 letters. So 4 plus 4, that is equal to 8. 8 would be the number. Now, thus we observe that the code is written in numbers, symbols and letters as well, a combination of these 3. So we are done with the numbers part. Now coming to the symbol part, the symbol in the code is taken from the first letter of the code, is taken from the symbol, the first letter has. I'll give you an example, you don't worry. And also the letter in code is taken from the word from the third right position. That is, the symbol in the code is taken from the first letter of the code of that particular word, and the letter in the code is taken third letter from the right. So let me give you an example. Here see the first line, which means scratched yawn is let hunting. So scratched is 9-letter word. Scratched is 9-letter word, which is odd number. It is odd. So then what did we do? For odd number of letters, we do total minus 3. So 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. The number part is over. Now coming to the symbol part. Symbol is taken S. So here for S they have given, because scratched has the letters number 6 in it. So scratch would be there's no other thing which has 6 numbers. So this would be 6 plus H, obviously. So for S the symbol is plus, and the letter in the code is the third letter from the right. So here the third letter from the right is H. So the number is H. So the code for scratch is 6 plus H. This is the way it is set in. I hope you all understood it. It's really simple. As we solve the questions, you'll surely understand it if you haven't understood it yet. So coming to the question, they have given us what would be for herbals conventional. Now if we look at the word herbals, it's a 7-letter word, which is again an odd number. So then it would be the number would be 7 minus 3, that is equal to 4. The number is 4. And here the first letter of the word is H. Now out of the given information, we need to check for the word which starts with H, what is the code given. So here only one word which starts from H is given in the piece of information, that is hunting. Hunting is again a 7-letter word, so 7 minus 3 would be 4. So its code would be 4 something. So here there's only one thing which has 4 something, which is the first one, 4 exclamation mark I. So the symbol for the letter H is exclamation mark. So here we would have exclamation mark, and coming to the letter is the third letter from the right. So here it's A. So A. So it's 4 exclamation mark A. And for conventional, it's a 12-letter word. It's a 12-letter word which is even. So for even letter of words, we add 4. So 12 plus 4 is 16. And again C. Now we need to check for the word which starts with C in the information they have given to us. And after recognizing the word, we need to see what is the symbol given for that particular word. So here, out of the information they have given us, the word which starts with C is cleared in the 4th line, in the last statement they have given to us. So it's cleared, CLEARED. It's a 7-letter word. So again, odd number. 7 minus 3 is 4. So here there's only one code which starts with 4. It's 4 power R. Power symbol and R. So for C, the symbol is power. The power symbol. Power. And coming to the letter is the third from the right. So it's N. So N. So the answer is 4 exclamation mark A, 16 power N. That is option C. Option C. Coming to the 4th question. C is really easy, right? If you understand that we need to find out the letter, the symbol and the number. If you know how to get it, then it's really easy for you to solve these 4 problems. Now coming to the 4th question, they have asked us what would come in the place of A. Here they have given us reasons A, gray. it is coded as 4 into 0 O 8 at the date R 12 power T, right? Reasons A gray is given as this code. Now reasons is a 7-letter word, so reasons 7 minus 3 would be 4, so it would have this code. Gray is an 4-letter word, 4 plus 4 would be 8, so it goes to this code. The only left out code is this, so this would obviously be the code for that empty space A. Now we need to find out what would satisfy A. To get 12, we can subtract 3 from anything to get 12, or we can add 4 to something to get 12. Now out of the options given below, we need to understand the number of letters in a word, and by adding or subtracting something, if we getting 12, and if we getting 12, we need to satisfy the other conditions as well, that is the symbol and the letter. So let's try solving it. Krypton is a 7-letter word. It's an odd number. 7 minus 3 is 4. We need 12. That's not satisfying. Let's move on to the next option. Cable. It's a 8-letter word. It's an even number. 8 plus 4 is 12. It satisfies the condition as you need 12 power T. It is satisfying it. Now coming to the symbol. It starts with C. So C, out of the information they have given to us, C is in cleared. It's a 7-letter word. 7 minus 3 is 4. So the option is 4 power R, and the symbol for C would be power. That's also satisfied the condition. Okay, very good. Now we need to satisfy one last condition, and that is the letter. Third last letter from the right. Here in the word cable, it would be L, but we want T. So that's not satisfying the answer. Move on to the next option, cabriole. It's a 7-letter word, again an odd number of letters. So it does not satisfy the condition. The fourth and the only option left is Crompton. Let's just check that. Does it satisfy or not? It obviously will satisfy. But let's just satisfy for our personal satisfaction. Crompton is an 8-letter word, even letter. So 8 plus 4 is 12. It satisfies the condition. Coming to the symbol, it's a C-letter word. So out of the information they have given to us, the word which starts with C is cleared, and it has the symbol power. It satisfies it. And letter should be the third letter from the right. So here it's T, and it satisfies the condition clearly. So here the answer is option B. Fifth one. What is the code for heritage? Heritage is an 8-letter word. So it's an even. So 8 plus 4 is 12. Now the word starts with H. So we need to find out which word starts from H in the piece of information they have given to us, and then look for the symbol it has. So here out of the information they have given us, the word which starts with H is hunting. Hunting is a 7-letter word, odd number. 7 minus 3 is 4. So it has the symbol exclamation mark. So here it would also have a symbol exclamation mark, and the letter would be the third letter from the right. So it's A here. So the answer would be 12 exclamation mark A. That is option B. Coming to the sixth question. What would be in the place of B? Cleared, innovative, heaven, goods is coded as 10 exclamation mark V, B, 4 power R, 2 at the date O. So cleared is a 7-letter word, odd number. So 7 minus 3 is 4. So the code for cleared is 4 power R. Innovative, INNOVATIVE. It's a 10-letter word, even plus 10 plus 4 is 14. So would have 14, and there's no option with 14, so I guess that's the B option. So that's the only option we have now. That's pretty clear. So 14, and let symbol we cannot recognize that easily, but we can get the answer if we know the third letter from the right, which we already know. So innovative, the third letter from the right is I. So 14 symbol I. So here there's only option which 14 symbol I, and that is option B. So it should be 14 question mark I. So the answer is option number B. Now coming to the seventh question. In a certain code, Haryana is written as something. They asked us to write Delhi in the same code. So Haryana. They have written it as 819751. Haryana. If we observe this really carefully, we get to know that the letter is coded to a number according to the position it is in the alphabetical series, and if it is a 2-digit number, then it is the sum of those 2 digits, and if it is a single digit number, then it is the digit is as it is. So let me explain this to you. A B C D E F G H. So H comes in the 8th position, so hence it's written 8. It satisfies the equation. A, it satisfies our logic. A comes in the first letter of the alphabetical series, so it's first. It satisfies. R comes. R is the 18th letter in the alphabetical series. 18th letter, and I have told you that if it's a double-digit number, then we need to take the sum of the 2 digits, and the sum would be the number here. So it's, since an 18th letter word is R, so 8 plus 1 is 9. So here it goes 9. Y is 25th letter word in the alphabetical series. 2 plus 5 is 7. It again satisfies our logic. A is 1, obviously. N is the 14th letter of the series. So 1 plus 4 is 5. It satisfies here. And A is 1. So this is we now get to know that the logic we use here is absolutely correct. So using the same logic, let's solve what they have asked us for. They have asked us for Delhi. So DELHI. D is the 4th letter of the alphabetical series, so it would be 4. E is the 5th letter, so it would be 5. L is the 12th letter of the alphabetical order, so 1 plus 2 is 3, so it would be 3. H is the 8th letter and I is the 9th letter. So this is the order, so it would be 4, 5, 3, 8, 9. So yeah, that's the answer here. 4, 5, 3, 8, 9 is the code for Delhi. Coming to the eighth question. What does orange represent in the code language? They have given us some code, and they have given some letters and coded it to some general names, orange apple and stuff. So here Rim Pa Zab means orange and apple. Na Pai Tak means I dislike sweet, and Nasti Pa means orange is sweet. What they have asked is what does orange represent? So if we look at the first and the second statements in the general language they have given us, so there is no similarity in the first and the second statements. Like there is not even a single word which is common in both the statements. So that cannot be done. Look at the second and third statement. There is again no common word which matches here in these two statements. Now if you look at the first and the third statement, orange and apple and orange is sweet, there is a word which is common in both these statements, that is orange. So how can we know the code of orange? We can know it if we compare the first and third statements. Then if we look at the codes and do it, we can surely get the code for orange. So the option would be only 1 and 3. If we compare first statement and the third statement, we can get the code for orange. So only 1 and 3, that is option B. Coming to the ninth question. If examination is coded as this, examination is coded as 56149512965. Now how would you code government? Now if we look at the codes that they have done, the numerical codes, that is given a particular number to a particular letter, we can again understand that it's again on the same concept which we used previously in the seventh question here, and that is the number that is given to that particular letter is the same as the position of that particular letter in the alphabetical series, and if it's a double digit number, then it's taken as the sum of the two digits. Okay, so if we proceed in the same sense, it would be G is the seventh letter of the alphabetical series, as we already know. O is the 15th letter of the alphabetical series, so 1 plus 5 would be 6, so 6. V stands for the 22nd letter in the alphabetical series, so 22nd letter. 2 plus 2 is 4. E stands for the 5th letter in the alphabetical series. R stands for 18th letter, which is 1 plus 8, 9. N stands for 14th letter, 1 plus 4 is 5. N is in 13th place, so 1 plus 3 is 4. E is in again 5th position, N is 14, so 5. And T is in 20th position, 2 plus 0 is 2. So for government, the code would be 76459545552. That is option A. 76459545552. So that is option A. Moving on to the 10th question. They have given us horse is coded as 714-17184. Then how would you code monkey? So let us first know the alphabetical position of that particular letter. H is the 8th letter in the word in the alphabetical series. O is the 15th letter. R is the 18th letter. S is the 19th letter, and E is the 5th letter. If we observe the code which is given here, it's 714-17184. That means it is 1 reduced by the position of that particular alphabetical letter, and if they are 2-digit number, it is written as it is without taking the sum of the digits. So -1 is equal to 7, -1 is equal to 14, -1 is equal to 17, -1 is equal to 18, -1 equal to 4. 714-17184. That's how it is done. So in the similar way, if we try to code for monkey, M is in the 13th position, O is in the 15th position, N is in the 14th position, K is in the 11th position, E is in the 5th position, Y is in the 25th position. So these are the actual positions of the letters in their alphabetical order. -1 if we do, it would be 12, 14, 13, 10, 4, 24. So now the answer would be 121413104424. 121413104424. That is option B. See, it's really simple. If you understand the piece of information given to you, and these are the only concepts mostly which they keep on asking, and if you understand the concept, you need to try to recognize the trick they have used there, and then try to solve it. It's pretty simple solving them. Moving ahead to the 11th question. Given is coded as MDVJH. They have asked us for shark. So here what we would do is to write the word given to us in the reverse order, and then we would get the code which is given to them. I'll tell you how. Here the reverse order of the word given to us is NEPIG. That's it. Fine. Agreed. So A, B, this is the alphabetical series. Now if we look at the letter N, it's coded as M -1. E is coded as D -1. Okay, V is written as it is. Then comes I is coded as J, and G is coded as H. So what do we understand by this? We understand that if we reverse the word given to us, then the first two letters, for the first two letters, the code is the preceding letter of that particular letter. For the middle letter, it's as it is, the letter is written as it is, and for the last two letters, the word which is in the letter which is in the code is the succeeding letter of that particular letter. So for N, the preceding letter is M. For E, the preceding letter is D. V is written as it is. For I, the succeeding letter is J, and for G, the succeeding letter is H. That's how they have coded this word given. Now they have asked us to find out the code for shark. So what we'll do first, we'll first reverse the word shark and write it down. So if we reverse it, the order would be KRAHS, right? So first, the first two letters, preceding letter, middle word as it is, the last two letters, succeeding letter. So that is the logic we have followed here. So K, for K, the preceding letter would be J. For R, the preceding letter would be Q. A is written as it is, the middle letter. H, for H, the succeeding letter is I, and for S, the succeeding letter is T. So this is the code for shark. So if we look at the options, JQAIT, this is option B. Here's your answer. Next, coming to these questions, let us first read out the instructions they have given us, and then it will be really easy for us to sort them out. So first, they have given us some letters, and they have given us some numerical codes for that particular letter. And in the conditions they have given us, if in a word the first letter is a consonant and the last letter is a vowel, then we need to interchange the codes for that letters. Suppose there is some word which starts with a consonant. So here they are basically telling us that if a word is starting with a consonant and ends with a vowel, vowels are A, E, I, O, U. I hope every one of you must be knowing. And consonants are all the letters except these 5 letters. So if a word starts with consonant and ends with a vowel, then we need to exchange the codes for that particular letter, the first and the last letter. The second condition they have given us is, if in a word a vowel is immediately preceded by a letter which comes before N as per the English alphabetical series, then that vowel is coded as E. that symbol is known as E. So what they are telling us here is that if suppose there is a some word, and in that word there is some vowel, and just before that vowel if there is a consonant which appears before letter N in the alphabetical series, that is A B C D E F G H I J K L M, if there is a letter between these letters, out of these letters, then we need to code that vowel as E. Coming to the third condition, if in a word more than one letter is coded with the same code, then those letters are coded with the code of the next letter in the alphabetical series. So what they are saying us in this third condition is that if in a word there is a letter which is coded as something, but there is another letter out of that code which they have given us, which is coded as the same. For example, here A and N both are coded as 8, O and H both are coded as 2, so like that. If in a word there is a letter which has a code which other letters also have the same code, then in such condition we have to write the code of the succeeding letter according to the alphabetical series. So let's try solving it. I know many of you must have not understood this, but I'm pretty sure that as soon as we do the 12th question, you all are going to understand it, and from next question onwards you yourself are going to do it before I do it. So let's just try the 12th question. They have asked us sure. So if we look at the letter and the code given to us, according to that, Shaw would be 1, H would be 2, A. Now if we see, A is a vowel. What is the second condition they have told us? That if there is a vowel in a word and preceding to that vowel, if there is a consonant which lies before the letter N in the alphabetical series, then we need to code that vowel as E. So if we follow that condition, so then H is something which lies, H is a letter which lies before N in the alphabetical series. So then the vowel should be coded as E instead of the code for A, that is 8. Instead of 8, we need to code the letter A as E. So here we'll do the same thing. We'll code it as E. And for W, the code is 7. So the answer is 12E7. And that is option D. 13th one, they have asked us for weight. Now if we carefully look at this word, what do we recognize? We recognize that this is a word which starts with a consonant W and ends with a vowel E. So if we look at the first condition of the question, what they have given to us is the same thing, that if a word starts with a consonant and ends with a vowel, then we need to interchange the codes of the particular letters. So for W it's 7 and for E it's 6. So we need to interchange it. For W we'll write the code of E. For E it's 6, so we'll write it 6, and for E we'll write the code of W. For W it's 7, so we'll write it 7. Again here A is a vowel and H is a letter which occurs before N in the alphabetical series. So following the second condition, so then A should be coded as E instead of its original code, and H is coded as 2, and T is coded as 3. So the answer is 62E37, and this is option 62E37, option B. I am pretty sure that you all are enjoying doing this with me, and I hope that if you face difficulties in solving these questions previously, I really hope that now you can at least solve these questions after watching this video. Coming to the 14th question, they have asked us the code for the word moins. Here again, following the second condition that there is a vowel, and before the vowel there is a letter which comes before n in the alphabetical series. So again we need to code that vowel is E. So the code for M is 9, O should be coded as E. The code for I is 3, the code for N is 8, and the code for S is 1. That's really simple, right? And the option 9E381, that is option C. 15th question, what is the code for MBTOR? Second condition cannot be followed here because here the preceding letter to the vowel is T, which occurs after N, so it cannot be coded as Z. The second condition does not satisfy. So M will be coded as 9. B has 2, but since 2 occurs, but 2 is coded to many letters, so we'll go to the third condition. So the third condition says to go to the succeeding letter in the alphabetical series. So the succeeding letter of B is C, so the code for C is 7, so we'll write 7. T again goes for 3. O goes for 2, but 2 again occurs for many letters, so we'll go for the succeeding letter, which is P, and P is coded as 4, and R is coded as 6. So the answer would be 97346, which is option A. Coming to the 16th question, they have asked us for the code of BMUPRWA. If we see this carefully, we recognize that here the first letter is the consonant and the last letter is the vowel. So we need to exchange the codes of that. The code of A is 8, so it will be written here. The code of B is 2, it will be written here. The M stands for 9. Okay, so here U is a vowel, and the preceding letter to the vowel here is M, which occurs before N. So that satisfies the second condition, and so here U will be coded as E. E is coded as 6, but since 6 occurs for many letters, so we'll go to the third condition, and it says to follow the code of the succeeding letter. The succeeding letter of E is F. The code for F is 9, so it will be 9. R is 6. But 6 again satisfies, but 6 again is the code for many letters, so we'll go to the succeeding letter S. So for the S the code is 1, so 1, and W is for 7. So 89E9172. So this answer is option D. Done with this set of questions, and we are left with the last few questions, and we'll be done with that. We'll be done with this topic. Moving on to the 17th question. Let's just read out the conditions they have given us to look at. Here they have told us that dollar means hour and or 4 minute, or the minute hand is at 4. So let us just note it down first. They have given us that dollar stands for 4, or dollar means that either hour hand or minute hand is 4. If the hour hand is at 4, it means it's 4 o'clock, or if the minute hand is at 4, it means it's 20 minutes, right? Percentage 3 or 15. Ye 10 or 50. Just have a image of the clock in your brain, and then you can find out the minutes from that 10, 3 and all which is given here. Hash 1 or 5 and 9 or 45. Pounds, seven or 35. At the date, 12 or 60. Rupee, 8 or 40. Okay, so we just need to keep this in mind, which we have kept, and now let's just try to follow. So let's read out the note. If the two symbols are given, then by default the first symbol is taken as the hour hand and the second symbol is taken as the minutes hand. That's fine, and the time is recorded in PM. Done. Now in the 17th question, what they have asked us: train A travels from Secunderabad to Howrah, and there are 5 intermediate stations in between. The train takes 1 hour 20 minutes to reach its immediate next station, and the halt time at each station is 5 minutes. So if the train starts at so and so at Secunderabad, then at what time does it reach Howrah? So basically what they have given us here is a train starts from Secunderabad and goes to Howrah, and there are 5 stations in between. 5 stations in between, and the travel time between every immediate station is 1 hour 20 minutes. So 1 hour 20 minutes for all this traveling between 2 stations. It takes 1 hour 20 minutes, and the halt is 5 minutes at each station. They given us that the train starts at the date and dollar. So which means $12 is 20 minutes. So it starts at 12:20 p.m. The train starts at 12:20 p.m. from Secunderabad. Now what they have asked is at what time will it reach Howrah? So if it takes 1 hour 20 minutes between every immediate station, so like that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will take 1 hour 20 minutes every for the 6 times. 1 hour 20 minutes for 6 times. So which is 480 minutes. If you convert it into minutes, it becomes 480 minutes. So if you want it to convert into 1 hour 20 minutes is 80 minutes. 6 8s are 48. So it's 480 minutes. If you convert it into hours, 480 by 6, which is 8 hours. But that's not enough. They have given us something else also, that it stops for 5 minutes at each station. Since there are 5 stations, it will stop for 5 times. So 5 5s are 25. 25 minutes. 8 hours 25 minutes. Now start time is at 12:20. 12:20 plus we need to add 8 hours 25 minutes to it. So it will be 8 hours 8:45 p.m. So 8 would be rupee. The answer would be 8 hours 45 minutes. So 8 is rupee and 45 is and. So the answer would be rupee and. That is option B. Moving on to the 18th question. The time taken by a student to reach his college from his home is 1 hour 40 minutes. The college starts at something. If the student reached the college 10 minutes earlier, then what time did he start from his home? Now here they have given us that a student travels from home to college, and he takes 1 hour 40 minutes to reach college from his home. He started at and rupee, which means and is 9, rupees 40. So he started at 9:40 p.m. They have given us that He takes 1 hour 40 minutes to travel from his home to his college, and the college starts at 9:40. Then if he reached 10 minutes earlier, then at what time would he reach? Did he start from his home? So 9 hours 40 minutes college starts. So 9:40 minus 140 would be 8, right? He should have been started at 8 p.m. because he takes 1 hour 40 minutes. So if he travels 1 hour 40 minutes, so he would reach by 9:40 p.m. But here they are telling us that he reached 10 minutes earlier, which means he started 10 minutes earlier. So 8 p.m. minus 10 minutes, so he started at 7:50 p.m. The answer is 7:50 p.m. So if we write it in the code language, it would be 7 is for pounds, and 50 is for ye. So the option is option D. This is pretty simple ones. Next, coming to the 19th question, last but one question, and there's one more question to go, and you are all set for this chapter. 2 trains arrived at station at so and so and so and so, which are 45 minutes and 30 minutes late respectively. Then the time difference between their scheduled arrivals is what? So okay, they have told us one train arrives at ye percentage, other train arrives at hash rupee. So ye percentage is 1015 and hash rupee is 140. They arrived at 10:15 and 1:40 p.m. respectively at the station, but they are 45 minutes and 30 minutes late respectively. So 10:15 minus 45 would be 9:30 p.m. right? And minus 30 would be 110. So the actual scheduled arrival of these trains, of the first train is 9:30 and the second train is 1:10 am, but they arrive 45 minutes and 30 minutes late respectively. So they asked us to find out the time difference between their scheduled actual arrival. So the scheduled arrival is 9:30 p.m. and 1:10 am respectively. So then the difference between that is 9:30 minus 1:10 would be 8 hours 20 minutes. So the answer is option C. Coming to the 20th question. In a certain code language, letters A, B and C are coded, A, B, C, D are coded as something from 0 to 9. So let's just first write out the letters, numbers from 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. We have written that out. They have given us that 157 is coded as BCC. So B is coded as 1, 5 is coded as C, 7 is coded as C. 036 is coded as ADD, 0 is coded as A, 3 is coded as G, 6 is coded as G. 248 is coded as C, B, D. So 2 is coded as C, 4 is coded as B and 8 is coded as D. Now if let's just look at this. So it's the order of the letters is A, B, C, D, B, C, D, C, D. Doesn't it make sense to you? It does, right? It's in some pattern. It is reducing letter by letter. First there were 4 letters, then it reduced the first letter and became 3 letters, then reduced 2 and now 1. So it's A, B, C, D, B, C, D, C, D and obviously now it should be D. So letter 9 goes for D. They have asked us how would you code 5, 4, 9. So 5 is C, 4 is B and 9 is D. So it should be coded as CBD. So the answer is option B. So here we are done with this particular topic, coding decoding. I really hope all of you would have understood these concepts and will start to solve such questions if you come across them, and do them very easily and quickly. And if you have any doubts, do reach out to our channel and connect with us and ask us doubts, and we are ready to help you and solve your doubts. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. Thank you and meet you in the next video.